Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. So this is the daily chart of euro currency that we have discussed yesterday, and yesterday we have made an assumption that probably market should continue move to the downside slightly, since market has two significant target stands right below the yesterday's low. So that has happened. During today's trading session, market has touched the first target of this great ABCD pattern, A, B, C top. That was the extension, 100% extension of that completement point of the ABCD pattern is right here. Still, few pips lower stands another target of that more recent ABCD, A, B, C, top, D pattern. So that's just approximately 5-10 pips just below the current market. So since market is relatively calm during recent trading sessions, we see the pressure of the bears that push the quotes lower. So today, in fact, will be another day probably of expectation and watching of over the market, since all levels we have marked yesterday that we should watch for, and how market will respond around that levels, it's our primary task and primary focus to watch for, because market now is such an area where could be resolve the destiny of the market in the medium term. So if market will show today significant thrust to the upside, some pullback to the upside, or at least in the beginning of the next week if it will happen, then we could still hope for deeper move on the weekly time frame to the upside. If not, if market will plunge down and break this area of support, will shift the weekly trend to the bearish side, then probably it will tell us that retracement on the monthly time frame, weekly time frame is over, and we should be prepared for the possible downward continuation, since our long-term target is 116. Well, in fact, on the daily time frame is nothing more to tell than just you see that market has hit the first target. Now the question is about the second one. On the 4-hour time frame, we see our butterfly. Yesterday we said that market probably could respect somehow this level, so that has happened, but market has reached just nearest fib resistance level. It was right here yesterday, since it was based on that low rather than that low. That levels are based on that low currently, since it's a bit lower, and all levels have drifted a bit lower as well. So that is the shell retracement. Market continue move to the downside. Well, what can I tell? Probably we should wait for the hitting of the 1618 extension area. It's around 128.90. Since in that price section we do not see any clues and hints on the potential will market reverse right here, or it will continue a bit lower, then as we said, it makes sense to apply the gradual entry on the long side of the market. So for instance, you could enter with the small lot on the 1/5 or 1/4 of the position from the 127 extension of the butterfly. So if market will reverse and continue move to the upside, and add more significant volume around 1618 extension. So that's your position will be nice. In both cases, if market will not reach that level, you will have at least small position from that area. If market will proceed low, then your position will be nice, very close to the 1618 extension. Also take a look at that environment right here. I don't have the 3x3 moving average on this chart, but you can see that this is not bad thrust to the downsides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bars to the downside. Close above the 3x3 moving average. Just a minute, I will draw it. This chart. Probably will be a bit easier to explain. Okay, so we see the close above the 3x3, close below, and creating the new lows. That is more preferable for the potential double repo buy pattern. Close above will trigger this pattern, but in general I do not very like this pattern, because the number of bars between the tops is almost equal to the number of bars inside the thrust. That is not very good, and taking into consideration that some significant target stands right below this current market, probably I will not trade this double repo. But in general, that context is suitable for the double repo lookalike pattern. Well, just some idea that probably somebody of you could use in your trading. Okay, so on the 4-hour time frame, I suppose that we should still wait for the 128.90 area of reaching. So because 129 sharp is some psychological level as well, so probably market could grab the stops around this level or make some action around this level. So on the hourly time frame, yesterday we have discussed the potential for the 3-drive buy pattern. So since market has shown just shallow retracement, you can see that 127 extension of that more recent swing from that low to that high has moved slightly higher of the 1618 extension from that swing, from that low to that high, initial swing of our butterfly on the 4-hour time frame. But still you can see that this is a combination of the two different extension year levels, and although this pattern is very difficult to call as 3-drive, since you can see now it's an obvious the lack of the harmony with the swings of this pattern, since 3-drive should be a harmonic pattern. But currently you can see that this leg is not different steep than this one, it's different distance, that swing is much greater than this will be, so it's not quite the 3-drive pattern. Let's treat it as just the combination of the two extensions in the area of 128.90 area, that is coincide with the target of that ABCD pattern on the daily time frame. So that's the last area that market should touch. If after that will happen and market will not reverse to the upside, because market in fact has no targets and no meaningful significant levels to touch before showing any reversal or retracement after that. If it will hold there and accelerate down and continue move to the downside, then probably it will not be any reversal to the upside. Since that's the scenario, the last area that market has beyond it. When it will touch it, it has no reasons if bulls really intend to reverse the market and continue move to the upside in terms of the weekly time frame. In fact, market has no targets below it to touch. So that's why this area is really significant and important. So today is the fact, in fact, will be the crucial moment for medium-term perspective, I suppose. If not today, but obviously in the beginning of the next week. And depending on how market will behave in this area, this will tell us what to expect in the medium-term perspective, as on the weekly time frame, as on the daily time frame. So, but in the nearest hours, I suppose that market still could touch the 1618 extension, and that is a level to watch for, and probably watch for the potential enter on the long side of the market. Because even if we will become wrong, as I always tell you, probably we will have some room and time to move our stops to the break-even, since I expect that market probably will show some respect of that level, but by some even small retracement, something like that should happen, that will allow us to protect our positions.